defense. So, yeah, no, front to front, just pedal to the metal, ball to the wall. We can expect a rumble here. In Game 3, match point for Apbr. Blacklist International have to dig deep to take us further into this series.
You know what scares me about this lineup from Apbr too is the when we saw it where the wave clear is immense for them, right? And we've seen this before where they have been down. And if they just defend in their base, let's say Blacklist gets a great lead, they're able to just defend for who knows how long they need with the heroes they have alone, you know? So ending the game when they need to for Blacklist International might be a little bit harder than you think based on these lineups.
And Blacklist, they can't allow Apbr to get a massive win in team fights around the objectives, or even skirmishes rather, because that's just gonna really help Apbr's case here. This matchup between the Brody and the Beatrix. So we'll pose back to the earlier question, which team will activate their marksman first?
Oh, fight here for the Lithuander. Ogwin, though, could be in trouble, has to flicker out. Gonna be fine, but Blacklist International, you could tell, Sensui having already a better early start than he's had the past 2 games.
Yep, Game 3, Sensui came to play. Sensui can now finally be comfortable and perform the way Blacklist International needs him to. Kyle Teasy here, prepping up. Oh, spotted.
Yeah, great check there. And again, before the Faramis and the Rafaela Caltesi getting that, the Crab Coin, and it really empowers the Basha well. So this is Apbr sticking to, or Blacklist International rather, sticking to their main strength. If their row mid is comfortable.
Oh, the bottom though, Oheb gonna get caught out. Ogwin tossing him over. First blood for Ogwin.
Overextension, but I don't think Blacklist International saw that Apbr would actually be there because the turtle was up. Apbr are giving the turtle to Blacklist International, but Apbr are invading the purple buff.
Big time trade here as Blacklist secures it. All the while, Super Marco chipping away and Kyle Teasy steals away the buff.
So evening it out. See if Apbr can equalize a little bit even more, giving up that turtle. So they're still very calculated. We're not reaching the point yet where they're really ramping things up.
Yeah, I don't think they have, you know, right now they actually don't need to be in a hurry, right? Especially with the fact that you have this Nolan in your hands. You know you're going to have to kind of play around the fact that Renege is looking for him constantly, right? It is easily spottable, but then you can play around this too because you have Ogren once again on this Edith. And the next turtle, I feel like if they decide to trade it once again for Blacklist International, they're kind of fine with that. Like, I just feel like Apbr in this mindset that if we give up these turtles, it's okay, because especially as the game goes on, we can scale up pretty well.
Oh, it seems like the math check easy.
Flap Cheesy and Edward on the third. Gonna get stunned. Edward, one hit away, will get the kill under the turret. Flap Cheesy, a little overzealous there.
Yeah.
Agent Zero won that clean.
No other way to put it. Got too greedy, Flap. You got outplayed. What a play there by Edward, especially timing that stun out of the R-Lot. Let's see if Apbr can help out their Gold Rainer, as Blacklist are already helping out Oheb.
Still going to put the pressure here. Oheb going to work on this turret, get some extra gold. He needs it after how that last fight went out. But there you go. They're happy with that. They back off. Apbr still holds on to a minuscule lead.
About 30 seconds until the next turtle spawns. And again, the Kyle.
Edward and Kyle going for it. Final slash to go through. Kyle in trouble. Edward will get the kill in a 1v1.
Bunjingjing is a whole nother beast, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on?
Infinix All-Star XP laner, Hall of Legend inductee, Agent Zero with 2 one-man outplays. That is not great use for Apbr. Blacklist. Are not going down without a fight.
Off of the back of Edward alone, Blacklist now have a lead. Second turtle scored here, clean so far. You can hear EVM Convention Center erupting. The agents are here for it.
Gonna come down to the bottom side. Ogwin gonna get dragged. They'll get stunned by the Holy Baptism as well. Still just pushing them back. Oheb happy to get some extra gold once again. No one falling though for this fight.
This early on, under 5 minutes, it looks like Blacks International calling Ube already.
Yeah. And you see here, it's a much cleaner overall team rotation coming from the side of Blacklist International. Apbr seems like individually, they all want to do so many things. They need to gather themselves again, get composed, and start moving together as a team. That's the strength of their lineup. And again, seems like they've forgotten how they play Game 1 and Game 2. They're allowing Blacklist International to freely roam around the middle, through the sides, the outward to outward rotation rather of Blacklist is just non-stop right now.
And here's the next hurdle coming up in about a minute. And Renegade has been performing well on this Rafaela, doing everything that he needs to. Vision, stun again, Edward. Let's see, 2v1 this time.
Yeah, I don't. Edward, he has those senses. You know, he knows something's up, backs off. But like you mentioned, you know, off the back of Edward, things are in favor of Blacklist International right now. Now they have this small lead in their favor. If they can get the next turtle, that'd be great for them. And they're actually setting themselves up for it. Kyle TZ now visiting that mid lane.
Oh, no.
They got to be careful. Ogwin going to be forced to use that Primal Wrath from Sensui. There we go. Still going to be going for it down the bottom. The focus here. Sensui going to cut off Super Marco. Will flicker out of it. He's safe for now.
That was a fast break flicker right through the legs of Sensui.
Oh, wow, what a read there by Super Marco. But because of everything that happened, that's 3 turtles for Blacklist. Early to mid-game condition ticked. And now they're going to go into the mid to the late game a little bit more comfortable over Apbr.
They are in full control. This is the Blacks International that we've been seeing play throughout the playoffs already. And it's not too late. This is the perfect time for them to clutch into this position. They're about 1,000 gold ahead.
Like I said, one thing they got to watch out for is still the fact that Apbr can clear waves pretty quickly, defend as long as they need to. But even with that, right, as we get to this point, this is a position that Apbr's not used to. You know, but for the most part, they're the ones getting all the turtles. They're the one getting all the objectives and setting the pace in most of their games. But right now, that's not the case.
Oh, Kyle TZ stole the purple there. Oh,
Ogwin.
Cross map mirror.
Oh, Final Slash not going to connect either. So nothing but, yep, on the top side, same pressure being put on there.
Yep, big 3-2 split. That will see Halberd and Blacklist will just continue this. They've set up, again, this is what we're talking about. If Blacklist comfortably roam around the mid, wait.
Here comes Kyle TZ. Does he have the burst potential? Renegade will go down. Use that fracture as well. Ogwin gonna flicker in. Gets the onward. The Earth Shatter up there too. Nether Realms coming through as well. They're going for full force, but it's Edward that gets a kill again. Meanwhile, on the top side, Edward does finally fall. And the response there, it's a 2 for 2.
Apbr spread out a little too thin. They just get an exchange. Marco and Flap TZ go down in exchange. I'd say Blacklist still won that. Edward and Renegade for those two?
Yep, that's a massive win. Apbr lost their marksman. Blacklist did not. And now we're seeing here again just Blacklist playing together really well. And that third pick, Arlott, a massive thorn in the side right now of APB. Edward knows that, okay, I'm going to sacrifice myself, yeah, but if I can get the marksman down, force Super Marco out, then I've done my job.
And here, approaching the Lord, spawning in just a couple of seconds. It's clear for Blacklist. For the first time in this series, they will be decisively in control of this first major objective. Sensui first to the scene, and look at this. They're bullying, they're forcing an engage.
Yeah, they can force Blacklist International back a little bit. They got to respect it as well. That was a necklace of Durant's picked up from Few earlier, so that will help the team fight. OM in trouble! Kyle TZ will get the kill, and now they're going to fight it in the middle lane. Last Insanity popped as well. Still going for it. Going to miss the shot, but Edward, he bobs, he weaves, but he goes down eventually. And now Apbr are the ones to go for the Lord.
And the rubber band snaps. Just like that, the Hive is back in the driver's seat. The Hornets once more show their stingers as Apbr blitzes down the Lord.
Kyle TZ says, fine, I'll do it myself. He almost didn't get the job done, but he said, all right, I still got a dash. I'll retrieve this guy. I'll get the basic attack. Okay, I'm out of here. APB surprising Blacklist International. And just like that, as you said, the rubber band snaps, but it smacks Blacklist in the face. And with them flinching, Apbr can push forward.
And they have pushed Forward indeed, hard through bottom lane tier 1, and it looks like they are looking to equalize. The map will slowly turn blue, folks, as their waves are empowered by the Lord. Marching down bottom lane, mid, gonna be the next engagement.
Still going to be putting pressure here. Final slash going to be used, but ultimately nothing. Just the turret going down in the mid lane. Lord still making its way.
Now Blacklist International are feeling the strength of the lineup of Apbr. It took a while for Apbr to get to this point, of course, with errors individually and as a team early on. But now everything that we talked about in the draft, how they play, how they fight, is being felt by Blacklist. Despite all the turtles going to the side of Black, them getting turrets, it's the wave clear speed that kept things close for Apbr. The gold lead of Blacklist never ballooned past 2K, didn't even reach that. The highest it went was around 1.8.
Yes, but also, my reptile brain can only really register big damn. That's what Apbr is presenting. Did you just see what Kyle DZ and Marco did to that turret up top? The answer is no, because they blitz a turret, fam. 2 seconds, all it took.
The bees are everywhere at this point, and now their eyes set on the tier 2. Ogwen going to take a couple shots. Torn apart memory going to be used. Still quite tanky, though. They still have to respect the damage that Blacklist International can throw at them, but what you're seeing is also just the strength of the lineup that Apbr has, and even the fact, like I mentioned, that necklace of Durance from Few really helping out.
Great adjustment there. Now he gets to build the Ice Queen wand alongside that necklace of Durance. So, despite Blacklist, the strength of their lineup is sticking together. That Lilia damage utility will hurt. But Apbr need to watch out for the fact that OHEB is keeping things close in gold because of everything that has happened and how Blacklist set up OHEB to be able to farm up. The damage for Blacklist in terms of the Brody damage is there. If Blacklist can survive the onslaught of everything being thrown out by Apbr, there is a counter-engage possibility, but that's way easier said than done.
If the fight lasts any longer than 5 seconds, likely Blacklist wins.
Good chance.
That's it, you just count. 5, 4, 3, all right. If it's over, that means Apbr got their needs.
Also helps that UA got to build up an enchanted talisman. No Flap.
No Flap. He's going to get trapped here. Does have the immortality, though. Final slash going to be utilized as well. Still working on it.
Oh.
The rest of the team makes its way there, too. Now they're fighting back. Kyle TZ on the backside looking for OHEB. Can he get him? Wind of Nature into the torn apart memory. Able to get him down. Still, it's a double for OHEB.
Oh no!
There's the clap back. Super Marco on the run. Edward goes in, makes a huge play. Setup for Blacklist International.
Apbr got baited out. Flap TZ off the call of an almost perfect last insanity in a small corridor. It looks like it was all to Blacklist's plan. They convert straight into a Lord.
We just talked about it. Anything longer than 5 seconds and Blacklist will win a team fight, and that's exactly what happened. Overzealousness, but at the same time, great help by Renegade to keep OHEB safe and for Edward to sweep up what was left. As you see here, the last insanity will land onto Setsui and Yue, but way too long.
That's it.
Wind of Nature, perfectly timed and way too long.
I hate to say it. As soon as the 5-second timer elapses, you know that Apbr should not be where they were.
Yeah, you called it, before that fight even broke out there. But with that, Blacklist International now having the lead, having this Lord, they're going to march in with it.
I've never seen a more beautiful animation canceled final slash. Now here we go. Apbr back on the back foot. And they have a big Lord marching through.
Great clear.
Just taking care of it.
That's the strength we were talking about. Again, they'll handle that Lord quickly. They'll most likely handle these waves as well. Concealed play going to be used. Kyle TZ now on Yue. Yue could be in trouble. Nether wave there. Nether realm there too. Kyle TZ gets served up. He's down. Flap has to flicker out. So it looks like Blacklist International has the fight in them.
You get nothing, good sir. You get nothing. Apbr once more tried to pick a fight, and it was just at the wrong time, the wrong angle.
Miscommunication, a little bit of over-eagerness by Kyle TZ. Wasn't able to get the full combo and the ult out. Going up against a Faramis, if you can't take him down right away, you will get punished. He does have the Shadow Stampede to pull you back. So Apbr, this is signs of frustration, and Blacklist just, again, 2 sequences in a row now, just punishing them.
All right, this is going to sound counterproductive, but for Apbr to even stand a chance against Blacklist International here, 15 minutes in, staring down the barrel of a decisive push after this Lord take. I'd say they have to slow it down. Slow it down.
Slow it
then
down.
try to go for the less than 5-second situation again.
Yeah. Or if it goes beyond 10 seconds, I feel like that's even way past Blacklist time already because they won't have the Nether Realm anymore.
Re-engage.
Re-engage. Again, you have the great wave clear. So playing from behind, again, this is what we were talking about. Playing on the back foot, base siege versus base siege. Apbr has that in space because of all the wave clear they have, while Blacklist has abysmal wave clear. So Apbr can play out of the situation, but again, they have to be disciplined here because Blacklist is just outperforming, out-executing, and is way more disciplined.
Whoa.
They want to make a play here in the bottom side. Going to crash down. Conceal going to be used to help Super Marco get some space. He flickers out defensively. Few trying to make his way here. And that was the chance for Blacklist International. They don't get it, though. Good defense from Apbr.
DLI, defensive last insanity. Good timing, too. Flapteezy's flicker was off of cooldown. He's looking at it about, 10 seconds from now. So, yeah, that's at least a step towards the right direction. Apbr could have forced that, but they said no. They're learning, and it took 2 big team fights.
Took a while.
Okay, all right.
All ultimates back up.
Get the reset.
No conceal here for Apbr. They had to use it to save Super Marco. Actually, that was a great call by Ogwen to commit that so that Super Marco can flicker out. But yeah, they have to remember here, no flickers for Ogwen, no flickers for Super Marco, but no flicker for Renegade. But Blacklist, it looks so much better for them right now.
Final slash going to be used. Flapteezy, the target, has the immortality. It's going to be taken care of for now. They're going to press the situation. Earth Shadow going to be there. Black Shoes also expended. Apbr down quite a bit right now. Lord's going to reset though.
Wow.
So right now, Blacklist International still going to own this area.
See that attempt by Kyle TZ?
Yeah.
He got checked real quick.
He saw that and it was like, ugh, I'm out of here, see you later. Should pass on this. A great positioning right now by Blacklist. Mid-heavy, clearing waves. That's Kyle TZ trying to go to the Sensui bush, but that's going up against Sensui.
That's his bush.
Yeah, the Sensui's bush.
That's his bush. That's the final slash from Edward. Still going to be going for it. Kyle TZ waiting patiently. Who's going to get the Lord here? Oleb gets a kill. Lord's going to be secured by Owen. Somehow, some way, they got it and they get out and dodge at the same time.
And the whole time Ogun was in the conceal and only one falls. It's just Flap. Apbr.
How? Ogwen, how? And Blacklist says, no, we're going to push the envelope here.
Oh.
But misses the final slash.
Edward going to whiff that final slash with the flicker combination. Oh, Super Marco. Yue gets a big kill there. Can they defend and push in here? Sensui in the backside. It's only 3 members right now of Apbr.
So many minions.
They're
Blacklist
already in the
International.
base. They're already in the base, man.
They got to back off.
Okay, the good wave clear only really comes if Super Marco and Few are there.
Yeah.
But if one of them are absent, Blacklist can force the issue.
Stuff, purple buff, who's going to get it? Still, Kyle TZ. Oh, Apbr, are they going to push envelope? Are they going to go
They're trying
forward?
to slow him down, yeah. They're trying to keep him slow here. Renegade going to use the Holy Baptism. Kyle TZ on the hunt. Look at the damage. He gets checked, though. Oleb now on the return. Flapteezy has to get out of there with Last Insanity. They got to deal with the Lord. But Apbr buys some time.
All right, that's the Lord taken care of. Blacklist International still clearly in control. A lot of the engagements, when they say this goes, and Apbr just playing through the cracks. Kyle TZ stealing away Sensui's purple, and now it's all about damage control. Apbr on the defensive, gonna try to clear the waves, make the map a little more comfortable for them to find engagements.
Shades of Geek Fam in Indonesia, with their backs against the wall, even though it doesn't look like the safest play to make, they push forward and try to get a win. That's what Apbr did in that last sequence. But with Ogwen, getting that Lord earlier meant that both junglers, Retribution, just a second and a half too early. For somehow, it just left it all up to the fates for whoever will get the last hit on the Lord, and it was Ogwen. With Apbr's push outward, means it balanced out the control around the map. But yes, Apbr are still in a very difficult position with 5 turrets up, well, 5 turrets taken down by them, but 7 taken down by Blacklist.
Yep, that mid lane tier 2 and an inhibitor makes the difference. Makes this 2.5k, approaching a 3k gold lead matter. And of course, permanent damage onto that bottom lane. So Apbr has to manage that. Apbr has to make sure that when they make for big engagements, specifically this next Lord coming up in about 30 seconds, they have to be sure that they've cleaned that up. And what sucks is, for AP Bren, that's the long lane. It's going to be hard for them to do that. They're not as fast as a Baksha.
Let's see. How are they going to play the macro game here? Are AP Bren going to try to threaten for a split? Blacklist just going to really stick to this Ube. Who's going to manage the side lane minion waves first? Someone needs to shove. Someone needs to shove side lanes here. Okay, they see the null in the bottom lane and see if Blacklist International will just blitz this.
Oh.
Final slash going to be used. Ogwin taking that. They got the information though. Still, Super Marco clearing that wave down there. They got to manage that. So we'll see if they can delay this a little bit further.
That's Lord approaching half health. Big knock up. Renegade gets it. And now Edward, watch him!
Again, gonna go for it. Lord will reset here. Edward the target. County's making his way. Look at Super Marco though, not part of the fight. Gonna be clearing the bottom side. Lord gonna go full reset. Blacklist Information has the information.
Whoa.
They're trying to get back here. AP Bread trying to keep them from going home. Still going for it, but finally Sensui did get back. They at least fight for it.
Big W, regardless of what happened here. Despite that, AP Brent seemed to have unlocked a new kit in their lineup. We were saying less than 5 seconds. They played that very well.
That was Super Marco. That was Splitter Marco. And AP Bren get the Lord. You saw there the hesitation from Blacklist International with Edward put in a dangerous spot because Blacklist, you saw them already trying to go back, looking at the bottom portion of their map, and now it's AP Brent suddenly in control.
AP Brent gonna be pushing it in the mid lane, running it down. They get the turret. They're happy with that.
Uh-oh.
And this is what they want in terms of space. They gotta manage the waves as well. What does Blacklist do?
AP Brent gotta send somebody to clean up top. That wave looking dangerously fat. And with that, it looks like they've addressed top lane, mid lane as well, frozen masterfully by their mid lane duo. Bottom lane, huge evolved Lord coming in. Blacklist holding on for dear life to their last bastion of a defense in their base, that top lane inhibitor, popping the Magic Sentry.
Execute better at this point. Watch out for the final slash. Watch out for the last insanity. Bad news here, Flap TZ still very low, doesn't have a lot of health. Can he get a massive last insanity off just in time? Let's see if Blacklist can defend.
They're gonna have to do this with their abysmal wave clear. They're gonna have to deal with the Lord here. AP Bren waiting for the moment. Last insanity gonna come through. They're going for it. Crystal gonna be worked on. Final slash to keep the minions at bay. Still gonna work for it. AP Bren has to go back though. They get the turrets. They go in! AP Bren does it!
This winning moment is brought to you by our official sponsor,